the Bakul and Lower Shabelle regions 2 weeks ago. Now, acute malnutrition and death rates are accelerating in several districts of Middle Shabelle. The same hunger crisis is hitting refugee settlements in the capital, Mogadishu. And the Afgui corridor has also been declared a famine zone. US officials now say that at least 29,000 children have died in this famine, and the UN is warning that more than 3 million Somalis, that's half the population, need immediate help. Emeka Emolu reports.
Getting food to half a country is hard enough, but this one doesn't have a functioning government, and the capital is a war zone. These are just some of the problems facing aid workers in Somalia. Now the UN says 3 more regions are in famine, taking the total to 5. But these families already knew that. They're making the journey some 100,000 others have made in the last 2 months.
We've been walking for more than 3 days now to reach Mogadishu. We lost everything. We're tired and hungry. We don't know anyone here. That's why we're seated on the pavement.
Despite frequent mortar attacks and shootings, desperate Somalis are heading to the city, hoping it will mean getting food, water and medicine, unaware that it too has now been declared a famine zone. But the gamble has worked for some. This hospital is helping the most vulnerable. Other mothers are taking their malnourished children across the border to Ethiopia.
For the newly arrived children under 5, the malnutrition rate is up to 50%. This is extreme, more than 3 times the emergency level.
After visiting a Kenyan camp for the drought victims, Swiss President Micheline Kalmire had this message.
The international community has to make more in order to save the lives of these people and in order to allow them to live in a good, to have a good life, to have a future.
And that's also what they're hoping for. Emeka Emolu, Al Jazeera.
Let's take you live now to Somalia. We're joined by Mohammed Aderdor from the Qatar charity. It runs the largest refugee camp in Mogadishu. It's called the Badbado camp. Is that right, Mohammed? Tell us about conditions there.
Actually, the conditions are very severe. The situation is actually alarming. Qatar Charity, as an international organization, is doing its best to face this disaster. Actually, we have been here since the beginning of the year in January, and we implemented a project of which about 30,000 IDPs coming from the different areas of Mogadishu, of Somalia to Mogadishu, benefited. And right now we are conducting a very interesting project, which going to serve about 30,000 people, IDPs, in Badbado camp.
What sort of relief, Mohammed, have you been able to provide for people who are there in the camp?
Actually, we did wheat feeding for, as I said, for 30,000 people, IDPs, and also dry food ratios for about 10,000 people in Dalda, Korsan, and El Job. And also, in addition to this, we are conducting 2 mobile clinics, and we are providing health services in Tintinli, which is one of the camps in Mogadishu. In addition to that, and on the occasion of Ramadan, Qatar Charity is preparing for the iftar of Ramadan in 3 main locations and main camps, Hodan and Kanafi, in addition to another camp which is outside Mogadishu, which is Afgoi, which is one of the areas declared by the UN yesterday that it's among the areas affected by the famine.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Mohammed Aderdor from Qatar Charity there, speaking live from Mogadishu.
Welcome.
A British court has ruled that a Nigerian community devastated by oil spills can demand compensation in the UK from the energy giant Shell. The company accepted responsibility for the spills in 2008 and 2009, which destroyed parts of the Bodo fishing communities in the Niger Delta. The decision could open the company up to larger claims.